What If episode 5 dropped yesterday on Disney Plus. Now, normally I review these on Wednesday, and I am filming this on Wednesday, just saying. But I already had a video planned to go up that day because I unboxed Zack Snyder's Justice League trilogy 4K, that box set and stuff. So if you want to check that video out, it was yesterday's video. But anyway, this episode actually didn't focus on Thor like everybody thought it would. Even I said in my last video, I don't normally, but it was about zombies, and I got a little lesson about the zombies. I talked about this in one of my reviews, I'm not sure when, and I got this lesson, as I say, at work maybe like 2 weeks ago, just talking about what the zombies are, what do they do and all this, and what was it like in the comics. It was all based on the comics, and then this episode turned out to be about the zombies, and I have to say I enjoyed it quite a bit. Now, it hasn't really stuck with me as much as the other ones, and maybe that is because I'm in school now, so my brain, I watch this on lunch because I go home for lunch. I live really close to the school, but I had math, and then I went home, and then I went to Comtech, a film class, which is obviously great for me. So I'm going to totally admit that probably plays some part into the episode, but I have to say this might have been the best one. I'm not sure. Again, with the show, I like it. I don't love it. I keep seeing some people who just absolutely love it, and for me, yeah, I like it. I appreciate it. I think it's a cool idea, but this episode really worked for me because we basically just went, okay, what happens if Avengers Infinity War was just overrun by zombies? And then, they add little things in there with, again, spoilers for the episode. I say that every time there's a chance to click off, but we get some stuff with Hope and everything, and Hank Pym and all of them bringing back the virus, we could say, if we want to talk about COVID, and turning everybody into zombies. And then we see the Avengers as zombies, and I think it was really cool. I think it was a cool opening with Hulk because you see the parallels to Infinity War, but there were also some other cool callbacks. There's one with T'Challa here, where, it's like death is not the end, that line from Civil War. I think that was a great line to kind of add in there. I think it added more to the impact of the episode, and I liked what they did with Scott too. I think it was kind of funny with Scott, and of course with Vision and Wanda. I think it was pretty cool to see. It sounded like Paul Bettany. I'm pretty sure it's Paul Bettany. Also, I just have to say, I don't know why my hair is curling. There's just a specific piece that's going forward, and it's been like this all day. I've tried to fix it 3 times, and it just hasn't. I'm just putting that out there. You'll see it in yesterday's video too, just because it's filmed on the same day. But anyway, I really liked what they did with them because it's Wanda's a zombie, and basically Vision is kind of evil in a way in this one because none of the zombies go for him because he's not human, obviously, and he's trying to basically cure Wanda in a way, but then he realizes that obviously she's too powerful with her powers, obviously, and he's feeding her parts of T'Challa, which is pretty gruesome in a way. Now, you don't really see much. Bucky just discovers him once, and yes, I already know there'll be tons of edits with Bucky because there's a scene where he's shirtless in the shower. Well, he basically has no clothes on, but the steam covers up some. I was like, okay, there's gonna be some edits with that because he has a long hair. It was the Avengers Infinity War look. It was a really cool look, and I like seeing Bucky here. I think it was pretty cool. He had a really good scene with Cap, and I think it worked because it was a very short scene where Cap attacks Sharon, and then Bucky's like, okay, Cap, that's enough, because he's a zombie, so who really cares? And then I think Cap throws a shield at him, and then he throws it back, and then it cuts the zombie Cap in half, and then he just puts it on his back. So I was like, that was pretty cool. And again, it was a good episode, definitely. It didn't really stick with me as much as the other one, but the last one was a much more emotional episode, so I think that's why. And just because we kind of knew what was happening, because in the past few days Marvel was talking about the zombies, and they were posting about it. That's what I mean by talking about it. So we kind of expected it. So I will say I wasn't really shocked. And the end of the episode, they pulled a WandaVision. They pulled a Please Stand By for WandaVision because it reveals most of the words zombies and stuff, and they're trying to get to Wakanda to get the Mind Stone from Vision to radiate it basically to everyone so that there's a cure for the zombies, because Scott was one of the first ones that got infected. He was the second one, the first one back in real time, I guess. And then Vision was obviously able to cure him, maybe just making him ahead, but still able to cure him. So they decide we're going to take it to Wakanda because it's the only place that hasn't been infected because of the force field, and they can radiate everything. That's my little rant there. And then it shows zombie Thanos, and then he has all the Infinity Stones, and then boom, it ends. Basically, Please Stand By, kind of like that. So I think it's cool that next week's episode will kind of go, it'll finish off this one, at least I assume, because I didn't expect any of the episodes to kind of like stop and leave us on a cliffhanger, but I think this episode was good. It was definitely good. I know I've kind of rambled on more in this video. I think this is going to be the longest review I've done yet for this show, because I don't normally make videos that long, but I definitely liked the episode. I liked the play on some of the scenes we knew before. There were some good callbacks, everything. Of course, the animation is great. Again, just like I said in my last video, there was no time where I really noticed that it was kind of off like the first 3 episodes, which probably is too much, but oh well. I enjoyed this episode. I think it's probably the best one yet. It was the most interesting for me, the whole idea with the zombies, and because we know what normally happens in Infinity War, and then you add the zombies to the characters. Yeah, sure, maybe they could have added a bit more depth to the zombies, but like, you know, it's a 30-minute episode, who cares? I also really like Spider-Man in this episode. That's one more thing I have to mention. Spider-Man was really cool in this episode, and happy, but I just want to know what you think of the episode. Let me know down below, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Over and out.